Now let's learn about time intelligence. In our Power BI desktop, I'll first ingest a file by going to get data. Then I'll click on text or CSV. Let's now double click on our sales data to ingest the files. Let's click on now load. If you look at the data, we have the date here, right? Let's click on load and there we go. 10 rows got loaded. Looks good. Now we'll be going to the modeling here. Then we'll be creating one new table. Let's click on new table. And now, so time intelligence basically requires a proper calendar table, right? So that's what we are doing now. We'll be creating a new table named date table. I'll show you the data once the table is ready. So now let's click on the commit here. And there we go, one date table appears. So if I click on it, and there we can get endless dates. If you look here, serially January till January 31st, then February starts. This is a kind of endless table. It contains all the dates, like all the years, dates, quarters, everything is there. Now let me delete this. I'll select and delete because I don't need it. It was just for showing the values. Now let's build the relationship. So I got here date table and sales data. So I'll go to modeling, manage relationship, new relationship. Let's select our sales data, and below I'll select our date table, which was just recently created, which contains all the values of the dates, right? I'll select the date here and date here. Now I got the save. So cross filtration, if you look, we don't get any option here. It got both. We need to make this relationship active, right? Because we'll be using it now. Now, because in a short moment, we'll be using functions like YTD, MTD, because for that we need to make relationship active. Please make sure this is tick mark. Now let's click on save. Looks good. Now the relationship is there. I'll go to close now. So now at this moment, let's create some DAX measures. I'll go to modeling here, then new measure. Now let's enter our DAX. First we'll begin with the total sales. Let's enter the formula here. So if you look, we are utilizing the sales data here, the sales data table here, then the sales amount. We are summing up. Now let's click on the commit. So if you look, since we have selected the date table here, so it got loaded here. If you don't need it, I need to select it, right click, delete from model. Now let's delete it. I'll delete this as well. Select and delete button on the keyboard. Now if I select sales data here, now let's say I go to modeling, new measure. Now let's paste the formula once again. Now let's try to click commit, and there we go. It now appears in the sales data, right? We don't want to include total sales in the date table, right? Because it is not a part of date table. Instead, it's the from the sales data table, right? So now looks good. Let's create another measure for YTD sales. Please note that I have previously said that please make sure the relationship is active here, right? So now let's create a new measure. Now let's enter for YTD sales. Let's enter the formula here. Please make sure whenever if you feel there are multiple tables in your model, if you have selected the wrong one, it will by default show where the your new measure will appear. So I can see it's appearing under the sales data, and that is what I want. If I commit it, please the measure will change with the sales YTD, the name whatever we have given for the measure. Let's click on this commit, green tick mark, and there we go. Sales YTD is now appearing. Looks good. Now let's similarly create sales MTD. I'll go to again a new measure. Let's enter the formula. I'll click on commit here. Now we got sales MTD. Looks good. Now I'll click new measure once again, and this time previous year sales I'll calculate using the calculate function which we have learned previously. Now let's paste, and there we go. We are using the calculate function here. Looks good. So this is all about the previous year sales. I'll click the commit, and there we go. All the 4 measures are now appearing. Now looks good. Now it's time to create one visual. Since we have the dates here, at this time we'll be creating the line chart, which is here. The line chart I'll put here. Let me expand this a bit. Let me drag this, expand. Now let's enter the axes. So from here we have the date. From the date table we'll use the date, and from the sales data we'll be using sales YTD, and we'll be using the, let's say, the previous year's sale, since I want to compare growth over time. So it is now clearly visible if I look here, right? The comparison is clear. We have the values here as well, right? So it shows down and also shows a drill down as well. And there we go. As we move the cursor, it shows 2001 changes to 2022, right? And here we go. So here we go, the previous year sales previous year in something violet, and in blue sales YTD, which is this one. So this looks good. So that's what is all about time intelligence, right? Time intelligence is all about getting a proper calendar table in place, which was a prerequisite which we have created, right, by using the new table under the modeling. So thank you so much. Let's meet in our next lecture.